talking, when men are talking, women doesn't have rights to talk. Now, in some family, a man believes as a man, as I'm talking, you don't have any right to talk as a wife. So we have mixed a lot of things up just because you want to prove your right and I want to prove my right. And this has become a thing of mockery to our society, a thing of pain and a thing of shame. And let's move on as we give the divinations. Please, the font is too small for me. I might not be able to see it well. Just bear with me. And I might not be reading according to what is here. Just is my message and I've prepared it. It will be coming as the Spirit leads. Okay? Violence directed against, that's the divination now, against a person of the agenda or violence that disproportionately affects people of a particular gender, sexual exploitation and abuse. Sexual exploitation and abuse. This means any actual for attempted abuse of a position of different power or trust for sexual purposes. Please just pick your points. It's not in writing and writing, just pick points. Point matters, and let's just give ourselves 100% concentration. Now, this is not limited to profiting monetary, socially or politically from the sexual exploitation of another. I will still explain more. Then we are still going to be talking about sexual harassment. This is very common in our midst. Fine, it's good to work together as a team, but there is what we call space. There is what we call boundaries. Everybody should know their boundaries. I might be close to you as a female friend, nothing more, just friends, but we should have our space. We should know our boundaries. For the fact that we are close, that doesn't mean that you should take advantage of me. And this is what we have everywhere. You see a lesson teacher just coming to teach a child, and from there, a lot of things start happening. I've seen a driver just taking a particular girl to school some 5-6 years ago, and every morning before he brings the girl down from a keke napep, this man will harass the girl. Serious harassment. We are all mature here. I think all of us are 18 and above. This man will put his hand inside this small girl of 7 years and start abusing her. This kept on and going on until one particular day. We are still going to see everything here. The girl told the mother when the bike man came, "Mommy, I'm not going to follow him again." And that's why ọmọ tá a lè bí ẹ má jẹ́ ká pé wọn ọmọ tá a lè tọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ ká mú wọn wá sáyé. Kì í ṣe bíbímọ nìkan is the main training. Wèrè don bímọ, anybody can give birth to a child, but the training matters. Any child that you know you cannot care for, please don't bring them. And quite unfortunate now, you see a lot of people bringing 7, 8. Is there anything bad there? No. In as much your capacity can carry them. But what are the care you are giving them? Paying their school fee is not the care. Taking them to big schools is not the care. Are you close to them? A lot of these children are passing through many things. Many of us, a lot of have been a victim of rape, victim of so many things that may not allow a lot of people to stand as I'm standing. A lot cannot even say their mind. A lot cannot confide in anyone. Let's take, for example, the case of Imisi that won the Big Brother Africa. The day that girl was sharing her testimony, I was just sharing tears. How on earth will you chase your girl child away at the age of 12 years? Or a female child of 12 years, you are expecting her to be bringing money for you. If she does not steal, definitely she will turn herself to a sex slave. There is no two way about that. So, when we are talking about harassment, harassing yourself, like when our manager was talking the other time, it's good. We might have friends, we might have opposite sex friends, but let's set boundaries, especially in a working environment. I can remember when I was a teenager, most of my friends are male. Most of my friends are male, and we set our boundaries. There is a boundary. You see a lady that will say, I don't have a female friend. Most of my friends are male. But there should be a boundaries. What are you discussing? What are you saying? You can't be in a working environment and be tapping a female ball. That is uncalled for. You can't tell me you are my bestie as I'm going. You are tapping my boss. You have passed your boundary. You are not worthy to be among the people that are staying in the working environment. Official is an official. Yes. When we are in an official environment, it's an official. When you are in a spiritual environment, it's a spiritual environment. When you are in a but in a working environment, we cannot be talking about sex. We cannot be talking about, you cannot be harassing people and say you are working officially. They're supposed to carry, if they catch you, they're supposed to jail you. Yes. Yes. It might be too hot and it might be too harsh, but that is just the truth. You've seen some official environments, fine, you might find your lap partner here. In some organization, if they see that you want to get married, is either they sack one or leave another. It happens. You can't have worked with a bank several years. You can't be working in a banking environment and you say you want to date someone there. Fine, they will agree, but someone have to just leave for another. Is it that the man leaves or the woman leaves? Why? It's just because of all they are safeguarding some things. Only àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ nítorí pé ibi tá a ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni. Ibi tá a bá ń pè ní orí wọn kì í fi lélẹ̀. Tá a bá pè bí kan níbi tá a ti ń ṣiṣẹ́, àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí kò gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Àwọn nǹkan kan dẹ̀ wà tó gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Mò ń bọ̀ níbi iṣẹ́ kì í ṣe pé okay, I might come to the office with heavy heart. I might come to the office. I do tell my colleagues, even though I'm coming to the office with bad spirits, with my bad mind, immediately I get to the gate, I drop whatever that follows me from my house, and I take the spirit of the work. Are you all getting it now? Ẹ̀mí iṣẹ́ àgbàlẹ̀ mi, gbogbo ẹ̀mí àjèjì tó ń tẹ̀lé mi bọ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, I just drop them off at the gate. Now let's still move forward. So when we are talking about harassment, this harassment has made a lot of destiny people to lose their destiny. Let's see the case of Baba Ijesha. Let's see either they set him up or not. I will be giving us instances. I'm a teacher. By the grace of God, I'm a marriage counselor. So I've seen a lot of things. Either by setting up or not. Are we all getting it now? Now, they set camera for you, you don't know. But why on earth will you be a pedophile? We all know what is a pedophile. Someone that attracts a man, a mature man that gets attracted to young female children. That is just the spirit that lives in them. A pedophile is a person that gets attracted to young female children. A mature man that anytime they see a child, a female child underage, that is what is attracting them. Let's take for example a case of Regina Daniel. She married underage. We can it still have there's still a repercussion for it. Why? Because the knowledge has not started growing. A pedophile is a pedophile. In education, there is something they told us that a child of 6 years, a child that is growing, at the age of 6 years, you can't change anybody again. I did early childhood education, and they told us that by 6 years, it's very hard for a parent or a guardian to change whatever is in that child. That is why I'm close to children. When I see a child that still behave under 6, that they are still maybe very stubborn, very heartless, I'll just leave them. Let's check by 6 years. And by 6 years, by the time the thing gets on, moves on, we now know the steps to take. I don't tell little children, we have a place, don't think if you do prison, a correctional center where we go and correct your head if your head is not correct. I was talking to a boy of 13 years yesterday, and I just caught him with something. A boy of 13 years listing the set of my ex-girlfriends, like 7, 8, 9, 10. We are saying most of these things we don't need they don't need guide and counsel. If I'm teaching teenagers, I don't tell them for you to have a urge is normal. One of my sons, when he was like 3, 4 years, asked me one day, Mommy, when is it that when I woke up, my things used to stand up? I did not know the definition of the good answers to give him. And I said, Bobo, that's the evidence of good living. That means you are mature, you are healthy, nothing is wrong with you. So most times, you don't need to shout. I was talking to a girl last week and I said, can you give me the definition of law? What are the rules that guide your school? And you know what the girl told me? He said, one of the rules is that you don't share, you don't talk about love around. And I told her, what is the meaning of love? What do you know by love? He said, Ma, love is for husband and wife. That is where they get it wrong. Please, I'll be diverting. I hope it's allowed. I'll be diverting. Mothers, please, most of the things we are facing now is because when we're growing up, they didn't allow us to know what we're supposed to know. I can remember my beloved mother would tell me when I was small that don't let any man touch you. If any person touch you, you are going to get pregnant. And I carry this mentality. Till when I finish SS3, even till my marriage. I can remember on my wedding night, I was backing my husband. On my wedding night, I was scared. I was just feeling ashamed. These are the mentality they've planted in us. And we are in Gen Z life now. Those ones are not working again. Now, how do we do? Are we a bad parent? No. Most of the things we are seeing now, I do tell my boys, you don't shout at a girl. Kékeré, ojú tó bá máa bá ní dalẹ̀, kò kí ń sàárọ̀ ṣe mi. Kékeré ni ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ti ń kọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ lásán. Sorry to the Muslims, sorry to the Muslims around us. Sorry. At least, whatever you want your child to know, is just from the beginning. Now, back to that girl issue. This girl was saying that love is for husband and wife. The girl of 12 years. And now ask her, where is your mom? She is from a separated homes. Most of all these harassment, sex harassment, mostly is from the home. Let's say let me go back to Imisi's situation. Imisi came from a separated homes too. And the mother believed, I may not have capacity to train you. Go and follow your grandmother. The girl to hunt for herself. And that's why when she was in the big brother house, she said she found it because anytime she sees lights off, you could see that they're always sleeping outside. She refused to sleep inside because inside the room they used to off the light. She said she was a victim of rape where they off the light inside the church. So anytime she sees where they off the light, she used to be so scared. A lot of things are happening. I said inside the church, someone said, "Ha!" Even in the mosque, it's happening. In the traditional home, it's happening. I have a spiritual mother that I respect so much. And one day she told me, she said, "Do you know why I'm like this?" The father was a serious alpha. He said, anytime I go to Ile-Kewu, their teacher, that she used to abuse me. And she's from a polygamist family. They will plenty. He He said the man will abuse all of them. And the man will tell them, if you tell your father, you are going to die. We are still going to see all these things. This is what is affecting our society today. When it's the turn of sex, turn of harassment. I went to Dubai last week, and a young girl was learning. After school, she would come and learn sewing. And I was with my tailor. So when I collected the clothes, we were going together. It was late, one Saturday around 7:30. So I was at her back, I parked beside her, I was at her back. She was going with the mother. And a guy just came. Over one bit here. And the guy said, "Can you wash any?" Chauffeur said, "Okay, don't go." What's an harassment? What an harassment. And I told the guy, I said, "Thank God that she's not my daughter, because I'm going to just arrest you immediately." And thank God for that mother. What a wonderful mother. Immediately she just gave that guy a wonderful slap. People are supposed to separate them. I feel help to punch the power at the back. That what a statement. Harassment. You can't tell me because we are close as a friend, you are a man and a woman, we are close. I'm going, you tap me. I will change it for you. No matter how the gap of closeness. I'm going to just close it just like that. So a lot of things are happening in our society. You still pushing to go and do one or two things. What will you gain? 1 minute enjoyment that will cause you everlasting sorrow. Now I was reading about Baba Ijesha. I think he cannot travel, he cannot leave Nigeria again. Yes. He cannot travel, he has been banned. Just because of acts of 2 minutes. Acts of 2 minutes. 3 years of his life in the prison. And he came out, I'm not sure he's going to get himself until he dies, except by the mercy of God and by the grace of God. Grace speaks and mercy speaks. But before that man can get himself, just because of 2 minutes enjoyment, 3 minutes enjoyment. And most of our parents now, you know what they do? They face only female child. They leave male child alone. I have boys all through. Anytime I don't hear their voice, do you know what I do? I tiptoe. I go and peep from their room. Did I trust them? I trust them so much. And I love them so much. But also not they show and the line we are in now, what those children are performing, even married women, married men, they can't perform it. Those of us that are married, you can testify that sometimes 3 weeks, 1 month, you might not even move close to your husband. I'm telling you, when you are thinking of school fees, you are thinking of this one, house rent, that sorry to say that in this place. Yes. But we now see that there are some things. All these young guys, young boys, you see them, they take it as pure water. As if they are just taking water. As if they are just taking something. A child, a grown-up boy, I mean a boy that is still growing, that is shouting at a small girl, that is blowing a small girl, you know that when this one grows up, it's going to be a woman beater. If care is not taken, it's going to be a rapist. But because when he's married and the wife says, "I don't have time, I'm tired today," he will forcefully find his way. Sexual harassment. We have sexual harassment in all manners of area. We have, there's a way you talk to a girl or talk to a female, I will tell you that is a sexual harassment. There are some things that comes out of your mouth that will tell you this is sexual harassment. So we have them in all those things. Just plenty of them. Then let's look at sexual, I think I've said much about sexual harassment. It's all one around money, so we'll be coming out, we'll be entering. I have limited time, please. Alright, I have less than 1 hour to go, I think. Oh, I'm not boring you, please. Alright, then, sorry the screen is too small for mine, so I might be, you might not be seeing them line to line. I might not be saying them line to line, Please just, I'm sure I'm not out of the points and the topics they gave me. So we have a risk of all these things. There are risks there, a lot of risk. Then let's move to, let me just say something about gender-based violence. Gender-based violence. This is very common and quite unfortunate. This is happening in our working environments, in our locality, and in our area. Gender-based violence. And you can see someone that will say, whatever you have right to, I have right to it too, as a man. Whatever my wife have right to, let's even leave that. Okay, I have a colleague as a man, and we should know that in an environment, okay, this is a good environment. Here, we'll be planting, we'll be harvesting. It might not be easy for a lady to climb tree and go and be plucking pawpaw. But it might quite be easy for a man. But allow obìnrin bí ọkùnrin ni wọ́n lè sọ pé okay, máa ṣe ní sẹ́, I will climb. For the fact that she wants to try to climb it, bóyá bó ṣe ń lọ ṣòkòtò ẹ̀ ya, and you as a man say, kí leléyìí? You don't have access to it. As a good colleague, you're supposed to rally around her. Oh, now we're going to catch you to the sitter. Yes. I can remember when I was very young, when I was in secondary school, and I have a friend. That one is normally ojú èèyàn ti ya dẹ́yìn, as in she tear eye reach back. Ojú ẹ̀ là dẹ́yìn. And she was going along, she did something and the mother chased her away at the age of 14 or so. And she was going around gates. I grew up in this Ibadan. She was going around gates. And when she was going, I think her menstrual flow came. Nowhere to hide. Nothing. And she saw a young boy, a young guy. And the guy told her, girl, your clothes have stained. Do you know what that guy did? The guy removed his shirt and gave her. Today they are happily married together. Just because of that act, just because of that good act. And the guy asked her, where are you going to? And the guy said, I have no destination. They just chased me out of my house. What did you do? What did you do? She explained the thing, and the guy said, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm too young to take you to my house, but I will take you to my sister's house. My sister that is married. And he took her to the sister's house. And the sister said, only me or Mario, attract me, I should extend. I have to give her my shirt. But it can't happen in this Gen Z world. One house, please. One house. Before you know it, that will be the TikTok of tomorrow. The whole TikTok tomorrow will be on fire. And they are happily married today. Today they are happily married. Not now that you are going to snap her. I'm on live now. Can you see what I'm saying? Can you see what I'm saying? If it's 30 by so a lot of, when it comes to sexual, even they will tell, most male teacher in some standard school, they will tell you, move far away from female scholars. You can't say, come to my office, come and let me teach. I experienced a man in a teaching environment. He just came. And when he came, and I'm a psychologist too, I just started to monitor him. He just stayed 2 weeks in that place, and I went to the management. I said, if you don't want the downfall of this place, let this man go. And they were asking me, did you see anything? I said, no. Did you do anything? I said, no. But the moves, it was just being so suspicious. And they released him. Before I even went there, I don't know that the school is full of cameras. I don't know, they've caught her. They've caught him rather with a lot of evidences. And the man that I went to said, this is a good one, and let me show you some things. And when he started showing me, he just said 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. Then I was talking to a girl in that same school, and the girl was telling me that, do you know that this man will call me and take me to where there is no camera, under the staircase where there is no camera, and he wants to be touching my body. So, please, there should be a limit. A limit. And for a girl, mostly we used to talk to men. Some girls, sometimes if I'm talking to a rape victim, if I tell them, yes, ma, I've been raped before, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and the first question I ask is, where, how, and when? Because most people look rapable. Yes. Most girls still look rapable. You can't be coming to a working environment, you wear transparent clothes, and you have a male colleague. I know can show with her. But it's only about men who know that this one just wants to fail me. Hope I'm talking to somebody. Please, girls, ladies, women, in a working environment, what you put on to matters. It matters. You can't become, that's why some offices they will tell you must be properly official. Official. Your dressing must be official. Anything unofficial, we don't take it. I don't blame them because a lot of things have been happening. We've seen people, especially we that we are into children. We see a lot of people, children in hostels, in everywhere. You see them locking themselves in the bathroom, in the toilets. If they don't call them initially, definitely they are going to be a rapist. We've seen women that is a rapist, so it's not only men. I do balance my teaching. If I'm talking to men, I'm talking to women. As a woman, you are coming to work. You should know that when you wear something like this, what's supposed to be on leggings is long top. You can't be wearing leggings and be wearing jumping top. You can't be wearing trousers that is tight and be wearing something that will not cover it. It's not normal. You can't be wearing jeans and not wear the normal product that will cover your bone down. In a working environment, it's not normal. Please, let's look into our dressing, even as a female worker. Let's look into what we are wearing to the office. Somebody is harassing me. There must be something, I want to me and I will see harass. But you that they want to harass, or you both used to say the way you dress is the way they will address you. Please, let's look into that. Alright, a fundamental step towards building safe environments is understanding what constitutes sexual exploitation and abuse, also sexual harassment and gender-based violence. To any institution where a person in a position of power takes advantages of someone's vulnerability for sexual purposes, this may include offering benefits, support, or opportunities in exchange for sexual favors, as well as coercing or forcing someone into sexual activities. This happens. You see, some people say, "Atirisha federal, you see, avitobale fidie." That's what some people will say, and that's what they are telling us now. Some people just tell you, "If I want to give you work, give me your release. For me, came for any. It's give and take. Use what you have to get what you want." But is this supposed to be so? Totally no. But that is where we find ourselves. Obìnrin mi no ọmọ mi ò jẹ. Do you understand? Not even a binner. Iṣẹ́ kí ló fẹ́ mú abilékọ tó máa mú ẹ máa ṣí ara sílẹ̀ torí kó ṣàfẹ́. I must get it. I don't tell people. I appreciate good things, but I don't envy anybody. I appreciate good things, but on her, I don't envy anybody. What rock my boat, my sink your own boat. You see people driving cars, no. But I can never kill myself just because I want to be like you. And you see some people, you see some young girls now going to Libya. If you see their stories, going to Libya, going to Qatar, going to just go and just money. Which is not supposed to be so. Which is not supposed to be so. So, sexual harassment, on the other hand, includes any unwelcome sexual advances, comments, jokes, I've talked about that, touching, or online messages. There are some, okay, you don't know how to talk, but you only need to be sending messages. What are you doing now? What are you wearing? Yes, it happens, it's common. Have you not seen people that sleep together on phone? They are not together, but they sleep together. Yes, through questions, through what they say to each other. So it might be harassing somebody through the phone, through the message you send to the person. You can't be sending a message to a woman or to a man. You are asking the person, what are you doing? Fine, it's good. I'm working, I'm washing. What did you eat? I've eaten rice. What are you wearing? Is anybody there? Yes! It happens a lot of things. So you might be saying, hey, you for all ballet, you for all ballet, but ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ńkọ́? Ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ ńkọ́? Message, what kind of message are you sending to the person? The message you are sending, ńkọ́? And you will not send the message early, mama, around to 12 to 11. What are you doing? What do you wear? Are you wearing pants? Are you wearing? Yes! I've seen a lot that they cut themselves through what they send to each other on phone. In as much this phone issue is helping us, at the same time it's causing a lot of hell, a lot of problems. Now, gender-based violence encompasses broader harmful behaviors. One else, please. One else. Or do we have anybody? How far we have gone? Please, do we have any questions? So far we have gone. Before we go on. Thank you, sir.
Hello? Good morning. My name is Kapsi Wadiro. My question goes that mostly we all know that it's the female child that normally be molested at their early age. And it used to be reported, and those people also used to be prosecuted at the same time. If that kind of similar case happens to the male child, you don't see the paper. We have a player, I know most men know him, Dele Ali, that play for Tottenham. The boy was molested from his childhood time by the mother's friend, and nothing was done to him up to today. So I would like you to answer.
All right, thank you very much. You know, like when I started, I said, when we are talking of sex, sexual harassment or anything about sex, I don't face, most of us, most of the mothers, the base only, I've said it, only on female. You can't harass my male child. I will not get you executed. I will prosecute you. Even before we carry ourselves to police station. màá ti fi ìdájọ́ ọwọ́ tèmi gan ṣe ká tó kóra wa débẹ̀. Ọmọ kan ò jù kan lọ. Ọmọ kan ò jù kan lọ, except that child did not talk out. But if a male child reports or reported that somebody is harassing me, my last baby is 4 going to 5 years, and I told him, every part of your body, anybody that you see your private parts, nobody should touch it. Anybody that touches it either by play or by seriousness, just report to anybody around you. And I will tell him, what part of your body they must not touch. You tell you, my penis. Initially, when I started raising children, I don't tell them what penis is. I just give them one name. But I realized that let them know what they're supposed to know. It helps. Most of the victims we are seeing is because they are hiding one thing or the other. The other girl I was telling you about, I said, love is for husband. I told that girl, that is, your mother has not told you she loves you. So I said, never. And that kind of a girl, maybe when she goes out now, a small boy just say, wow, I love your hair. The girl will say, love. It starts entering their this thing. Even your male child, your female child, please treat them equally. Treat them equally. That's why we are having broken homes. I don't want to go into the marriage issue. They gave me a topic to work on. That is why we are having broken homes. You see marriage of 2-3 months scattered because they cannot handle each other emotionally, financially, sexually. They cannot handle each other. If a male child being harassed, please, if the parent is around, they should take the necessary steps. They should not say, it's not a female child. Male and female, Ọlọ́run ló dá wọn. Sir?
In the case you are being harassed as a man, probably you are being harassed as a man, and you are married, how are you going to report it? I should go on. Number one, your wife might not believe you. The public might not believe you. I had a terrible experience. My ex just called me. I have a business contact for you. I've been avoiding her. Anytime she called, I will ignore the call. And I was a marketer then. I have a target to meet. Then she called me. I've spoken with Alaji so. They wanted to give you a business.
One house, please. One house. Let's listen to his question.
I went to her house. I stayed outside. She said, call me now. I just want to dress up. In few minutes now, we will go out. I said, okay. I stepped inside. She bought me a bottle of Coke. I began to be uncomfortable. Then the next thing I was in, she just locked the door. She removed the key. And she happened to be a daughter of senior police officer. I said, what are you trying to do? He said, so if you have been avoiding me, call your wife now. You will be here till tomorrow. All these things that we have been running away from, you must do it. I just begin to smile. So this thing has been going on. I've never shared it with anybody. But as this topic was going on, I said, let me just share it so that we can learn one or two things from it. To shock you, I did not do it. Yeah, within me, I am a Christian. I have to play with her. The next day, I'll feel that. This is the reason why I don't want to say it out. Because I know a lot of my friends in the within me, I started praying. God, I've made a vow that once I marry, I'm not going to engage myself in extra marriage. I was with my ring. I said, look at my ring, I'm married. And I persuaded you to marry me. You said you cannot be, we can't get married. Then why at this time? As I was just praying, something just happened. A brother from nowhere just came and began to knock at the door. Bang, 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 bang. He said, who is that? I said, well, so I've already talked out. So immediately I quickly talked in. Immediately that guy opened the door. I just carried my folder and rushed out. Since that day, I've never answered a call.
Attend to him. Even anytime I go for counseling or so, let's divert a little into marriage now. He said he's married. Now, the simple truth is that for the fact that you are married, that doesn't mean that you will not see a person that will admire you or you will not admire another person again. Now, anybody that tells that, hey, my marriage, I don't, is a lie. For the fact that you are married, as a woman, you are going to see another person that is better than your husband, that you admire, that you will feel like, even the same thing goes to a male. But for the fact that you are married, you might even be saying, shame mistake you die. It might be when you just married today now, tomorrow you see your ex that will be coming around. Now, ability to back it, to control it, makes you a real man. The ability to control it, to stand on your oath that no, I've said yes, I do. Nínú wàhálà, nínú ìlera, for better for worse, is still my wife. That makes you a real woman and a real man. But when mo ti marry báyìí, I've not seen another person. I'm not admiring another person. It's a capital no. Take for example, most of us, we are married, we are still one alumni or the other. You see, maybe somebody that just tell you that the other time. You still see. When you see each other, what do you still do? You still hug, you still talk. Some men will say, oh, papa, mama, me love you. You will still say. I always say, when it comes to the issue of marriage, it's a cost that we cannot feel it. In 10 years, we still be talking about it. In 10 years, you still see something new. In 15 years, you still see something new. So, if not that God helps him, that somebody comes in, if he's not a man enough to control himself, he might fall into that temptation. He might fall into that temptation. I don't want us to.
Allow us to digress a bit.
Is he allowed to digress a bit?
The God that saved Joseph needed money. It was the God that saved this man. Even the Bible and the Quran made us to know that at the point, the heart of Joseph was purely towards the woman.
When the trouble was so much.
It was God that saved him. But he made
mo kí gbogbo ilé ẹjọ́ mà ó máa wù mí kí ẹ fi Yorùbá dáhùn pẹ́sẹ̀ gbogbo ẹbí léèrè. Ẹgbọ́n mà.
Yes, sir.
Ẹni ní ayé yìí ẹ bá níta ló ń bayé jẹ́ lónìí obìnrin ni. Wọ́n bá lọ gbogbo mi. Obìnrin ni o.
Is that not gender harassment?
Yes. You see what we are talking about? You are harassing us. I want you to tender an apology to us. You are still harassing us.
Ẹ̀yin ìyàwó ẹ má bínú. Tó bá fẹ́ bí yín nínú ẹ má bínú. Mo tọrọ àforíjì lọ́wọ́ yín. Náà, bí tí mo lọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni pé dáàdì wa tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. Yorùbá sọ pé ìrírí ni wọ́n ń pè ní àgbà. Sẹ́yìn gbogbo àwọn tá a bá jòjì sí Ọlọ́run, all Muslim or Christian, gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn tí yóò bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa, iṣẹ́ tá a gbé dání yẹn kò tí ì gbé. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe máa ń sọ ní tí mo dúró yìí àfààní mi. Ìwé ẹ̀dá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ so many times sí mi. Mo ti rí obìnrin tó dídí sọ fún mi pé àfàmùdé láìkì yìí o. Mo wá pé kí ni tó láìkì lára mi? Olóńgbò ní láìkì ṣe sí nìyẹn. Kódà gan, ó sì wù mí kí n bímọ fún yín. Ó wù mí kí n bímọ fún yín. Ìwọ òwá sínú ìyẹn ní ọdún sẹ́mi tí ó sọ yìí, ó sáwù mí kí ni àti ìjọ wà ní. Àwọn tó bá sọ ìdí ń gé púpẹ̀ pé ó wá lẹ́nu fún bí ọdún pín mẹ́rin bẹ́ẹ̀ kó tó márì. Tí máa sọ fún mi pé obìnrin yẹn ti márì ti lọ sílé ọkọ báyìí. Tó ń bó sí lọ sílé ọkọ náà, á dẹ̀ ti máa mẹ́sẹ̀jì á tún máa pè mí pé ṣé ń gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ tá a jọ sọ. Táwọn mi kí ló ti márì náà, èmi náà ti ní àwọn tèmi. Kí ni tí kí ló fẹ́ yọ̀bọ̀ nínú nǹkan yìí? Òun kàn náà kò ní lásán ni. Ókè, ẹ wá gbọ́ mi. Kọ́lé mi wá ìwà bẹ́ẹ̀ fi bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run bá kú. Ṣé nǹkan ò ti ní yan? Ṣé ìpọ́nà ti jù? Mo bẹ̀ wá, mo rọ̀ wá. Àwa tí a jẹ́ obìnrin, Ọlọ́run nífẹ̀ẹ́ bó ti jẹ́ nǹkan báyẹn, ẹ jẹ́ á sá fún un. Ìdí ẹ̀ ni mo sọ pé kí wọ́n ní pé ihun tó ń dayé rú lónìí, àwa obìnrin ni. Lóòótọ́ ọkùnrin náà ò dá o. Ọkùnrin náà ní tiẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ o. Àmọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n kọ́ wa yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bẹ́ ara padà díẹ̀díẹ̀ nítorí pé ká má lè bá àkúbá wa níwájú Ọlọ́run ṣàmúlò.
Hello. One now, please. Ẹ ṣe gan. Ẹ̀kọ́ yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùkọ́ wa ó fẹ́ jù. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin ìyá wa tó dàbí pé wọ́n kẹnu ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sí. Ẹ má bínú. Lótìítọ́ ìpìlẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ọkùnrin. Ó dẹ́wà pàṣẹ. Ìrírí ẹ oníkálukú ó yàtọ̀. Tá a bá rí àwọn obìnrin kan náà níbí wọn á sọ ìrírí wọn tó jọmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Èyí tó mú béèrè yẹn wá ní tí dádì yẹn sọ wípé tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́kùnrin kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ tọkùnrin lè tẹ̀ tàbí wáì tí kò ń sí ìbáwí fún. Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi náà. Àwọn ìbejì.
One house.
Ẹjọ́ bíi ìpàṣẹ wọ́n ní
One house.
ẹjọ́ bíi ìpàṣẹ then tí mo dẹ̀ ní knowledge àwọn tó mọ̀ mí níbí mo lè rí èèyàn kan tó lè jẹ́rìí sí pé I'm a pastor. Nígbà tí mo dé Ìbàdàn gbà yẹn I used to go and then mo dẹ̀ ní idea wọ́n ti máa rédíò ní TV woman yẹn wá ní port báṣẹ̀ yẹn mo dẹ̀ tún ṣe yàyẹn ní program tẹ máa ń sọ lórí NTA yìí super story so woman yẹn wá ní kí n set antenna yẹn káwọn lè wo super story mo dẹ̀ set yẹ ẹ mọ time ti super story mo dẹ̀ set yẹ woman yẹn wá sọ pé òun fẹ́ lọ kú ọjà kí n bá wọn ṣe kí n tó ma ilé wa just bus total àwọn gbé mi bèrè lè mi gbé window wọn sí window wa so n tó kàn ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé o kàn ní káwọn méjèèjì bọ́ sọ sílẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ tilẹ̀kùn mọ́ mi. mo wá di ní sùkúrù mo wá díjú tí mo ṣe díjú ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí nínú mi mo ń pè wọn ní òkè táyé jókòó báyìí kẹ́hìndé jókòó báyìí alẹ́ òní ni ẹ̀ ń pèdè pọ̀ then what do you want to tell me tó bá di Sunday ọ̀tẹ̀ ìjọba ẹni ní Sunday àbí ẹ̀dẹ̀ fún mi akọni ẹ̀dẹ̀ fún mi àṣàṣọ tẹ́lẹ̀ in what spirit ní wọn fẹ́ mi méjèèjì àṣẹ wọn ti ṣe meeting mi tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n wá fọwọ́ lura wọn gbé mi sọ fún ẹ pépà tó ní ẹni máa wé òkè tẹ́yìn méjèèjì bá wà lóyún fún mi kí lẹ́ fẹ́ sọ ẹ mọ̀ mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní along the line tí wọ́n kánṣẹ́ wọn nìkan wọn kanlẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ti tọ́ra sí wọn.
Sẹ́jọ́ la fẹ́ rọ àbí abẹ́kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kó ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́nà. If you have any question, raise your hand, ask the question, talk, blah 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 blah. What do you have a question? Please come.
Good afternoon, everybody. Nǹkan tí mo rí nípa kátà drag mọ̀ra wọn lọ́wọ́ ìgbé tẹ́ ẹ bá wò dáadáa, this thing is give and take. Obìnrin yìí, ọkùnrin, based on what our lecturer said the other time, there is no how, even if you have married, you will still see somebody that you admire. And lágbájá, báyìí, even in an organization, before you talk to some ladies, they will even be giving you this, that you yourself will now, what's happening? Kí ni nǹkan tí ẹni ń try láti ṣe? Jẹ́ kí n sáré bá gbé lẹ́sẹ̀ kí nìkan àwọn nǹkan tí èèyàn ò máa dì fún ká máa ṣe. So òun náà ni pé ilé òde máa ṣẹlẹ̀ but I discover something pé àwọn obìnrin gan ló máa ń kọ́kọ́ na ọwọ́ ẹ̀ sí ọkùnrin. And gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ti sọ látàrọ̀ wọ́n dàbí bíbélì èèyàn orí ọkùnrin ló wà jù. Ẹ wá sọ eléyìí wọ́n ní ọkùnrin ló wà rà sóbìnrin, ọkùnrin ló ṣe báyìí. Majority obìnrin ló wà. Yeah, but it seems as if
I said it now. I said
they are
the way it goes to a man, it goes to a woman. I
the
said
blame is always on men. And in some cases, if you get to the root of the matter, you will see that the things are coming from ladies. So, but ó kàdà wípé the way tí Ọlọ́run fi dá ọkùnrin àti obìnrin ó yàtọ̀. Praise God.
Let's allow one lady to talk.
Hello. Please, you want to ask a question, raise up your hand. Let us count the number.
Question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ladies who start.
Now my question as young parents, let's believe we are all adults now, but for the young ones that are coming up, how do we train them to overcome this challenge of sexual harassment? Somebody like me now, I have a girl of 4, I have a boy of 2. How do I cope that, okay, these children as they are growing up, I can't go to them everywhere. How do we cope with as parents?
Okay, thank you very much. Like what I said, I don't have any female child. All my children are boys. And I made them to understand that, see, the way you will handle yourself as a boy is different from the way you will handle girls outside. I've told them you can't be shouting at a girl. It's an error. Because you've not seen your father shouted at me. And now, you know, do you understand? Give them the training from now. You see, most parents, they tell the female child, we are not happy tomorrow. And I don't tell people there is no tomorrow anywhere. Today is our tomorrow. And we all believe what we can do in 10 years now, most of us are, I'm not sure we can do them again. Maybe some of us are just married. Maybe in 10 years ago, you can still be trekking. But now that you are married, I'm not sure you can do that. So tomorrow is not far again. What we have to do, please put in them what you know. As a young boy, this is what is applicable to you. As they will let them be going together, as they are growing together, to get to a point, maybe they are getting together. Even you can't have a child of no matter how you trust your husband. You can't have a daughter of 10 years and you are telling your husband to be dating her. It's not done anyway. But now, no matter how spiritual he is or how things, you can't allow your 10 years old daughter to be baited by the father. It's not done. Likewise, the same thing. You can't tell your son of 10 years or of 8 years to bait your daughter of 2 years. It's not done. So please be giving them gap. Be telling them, Obirenie, you are growing. Start from the way to sit. Because if it doesn't learn here, blood flows in everybody's vein. Fine, that is you. Another person might not be able to control it. We are not the same. The twin, they are not the same. So please train them just to avoid all this unnecessary harassment. By what they say, cartoon, till Jesus comes, that cartoon, I'm not sure I can understand it. But I will just I will be using question to ask question. Okay, is all Nabi? They'll tell me yes. One day I was asking, she this song is not too much, right? Is it not still hot? And my son said, Mommy, hugging is nothing. It's just a symptoms of I care for you. It's a boy of 10 years. So there's a way you talk to. They've reasoned more than what you want to say. When they just cartoon, all of us were watching, and they were just talking. I just shocking, no, nothing. Hugging is nothing. It's just the thing of I care for you. Sir? No, I didn't say anything. I don't. What do I want to say again? To me, I'll just say this hugging is not too much, right? Yes. No. In that moment, you won't say something. In that moment, because you are going to be creating unnecessary what they don't know. I don't want to put it in there. If you don't hear, they don't say. So, oh my, let me suffer. Okay, the job of music will get 15 years. I have a 15-year-old son. But the 1 year, the one more do you are telling me, you are telling me it's not too much. Do you get now? So, even as a parent, on one of him bound. I was calling my son in school. I called him, I was scolding him. You know, the registrar called me back. Only man, I get a I've scolded him. Why did I scold him? Because he didn't do his course registration on time. The registrar called me back that I should look for a way of petting him back. Or putting on some school. That is where we find ourselves. The man told me so that it won't affect him psychologically as he's going to class. But that is where we find ourselves. I was shouting seriously. Oh, teacher, course registration. I scolded. And when the registrar called me back, that please man find a way of letting him back so that it won't affect him psychologically as he's going back to the class. You will use that to reset your head. But if you want to get results and you want to gain them, are you getting it now? The way I'm relating to my boys, I'm relating to them to the extent of their body girlfriend, but you won't be able to hide it. There's no big deal there. I'll be hearing Nigerians talking, you see, no steez. You don't have steez. But that is where we find ourselves. Sometimes I will dress, I will tell them, your mommy, she gets steez at all. She says, you get. That is where we find ourselves. But like it, I don't keep my mind, don't win it, come out with that. You don't have to get baju. Or mommy, she doesn't love me. But not now. I bought something, I just saw one cartoon character something. I brought it to my children told me this is pink, this is for girl. He rejected it. I didn't even remember. So we have to follow them step by steps. You have grown boys, they are wearing pants. One man of money. I lie not in God. My son, I have a son of 14 years now. Sometimes as big as he's growing, because we are close to that extent. I've let him know that. Do you understand? Relationship. Why most of our girls are falling victim, our boys are falling victim? Because they don't have that deep relationship with their parents. No matter how I go, we still have a small conversation. How was school? Have you done assignments? Even the small one. How many assignments do you have? Just make sure you have small conversation with them. I woke up this morning, I was preparing for this thing, I was preparing for work, my boy, he slept early yesterday, I think he slept around 7. Around 5, he saw me in the kitchen, came to me and said, Mommy, do you know my friend didn't like me in school? I said, which of your friends? He mentioned me, I said, no. What did he do? He said, he stepped on my leg and he didn't tell me sorry. After that, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe you have to just have a small conversation with them. With this, even though they have any issue, Mommy, you come by any more face, so you come by any more face. My sister was once told me that, Auntie, they've said that cordial relationship. All of them buy your tomorrow, but at least let's do our part as a good parent. Let's do our part. I saw a boy of 13 years now that I'm crying for the parents. 13. All manner of atrocity. When they brought the child for counseling, I realized that Igbo, the mother will go for business from morning to night, the father will go, they will come and pick them into maybe around 8 as they are coming. Come on, they don't want to buy oil for food, and they eat, everybody sleeps. So when you tell the father that, sometimes he does not believe. Because there is no time. The man will be asking himself, don't ask Ibolo to learn. They have phones. Sir, every night, God knows, by 9 o'clock, if you are not doing assignments, you are not doing anything, submit your phones to me. Submit your phone to me. The ones that is in our institution, even the school make us to know that any day they are not going to school, they are not going to class, you are seeing it, there's something there's a link they sent us, you are seeing it on your phone. You see some universities they tell you they don't take, Thomas Sobel on loan. Then they use tab that does not have SIM. One feedback here, one jet. It's just that training, but almost shy over one. So please your question.
Why does the society favors the women, the female gender? Like me now, for example, I've dated a lot of people. So my exes, sometimes they will just enter my DM. I miss the way you handle me, all those stuff. They'll tell me I miss the way you handle me. How do I run away from that situation? And also, ladies between 14 to 26 years, how do they like married men? I have a female friend right away in school. All people she dates are married people. I asked her why. She said, those are the people that can spend on her, those are the people that can. But how do we men, why do we take the blame for everything? And how do we escape from this kind of situation?
Okay, it's still falling back on the foundation. It's still falling back on the foundation, and I think it's just all we have said just repetitions. I've said it before. See, before anything, foundations matters. How they train us is what is in us now. How will I have a female child that will tell you that and they have that mentality. Though when we are counseling for marriage, one of the factors we see, we check to his income. How much are you earning? How much is he earning? So that you can make a good parent. All these things, we check all these things so that you bring children to suffer. You can't tell me you want to marry someone that does not have work. I will tell you, back down first. Even though it's little, you can't tell me that I marry. No. I will even tell you as a girl, no matter when people I cancer, even as a girl, as a woman, you must have what you are doing. I was telling someone one time I was doing one small, they were paying me small money. And I was telling someone, I went to talk on marriage too. And I was telling someone, I said, the money they are paying me where I'm working, my husband can comfortably be paying me every month. But as a woman, I just want to have something. This is my own. It might be catered for the family, but I want to buy pen, I want to buy $5. Everything must still be on him. No. Most of us that we are sitting there, we have good husbands that is taking care of us, but everybody not fairly because don't put it in one relation. But some people, that's why I blame some parents. Your children will just finish university. The next thing you pray for them is marriage. Marriage is not everything. You can't have a child that finished university, finish service at the age of 21. The rest you are telling her is to go and marry. You are not helping the person. So, to buy to marry is sin, or to share. No. So So it's still falling back on the foundation. And my son cannot want to buy now. I will tell you, share your way in Shodan. Enough liability back. Everybody, if it's a lossy, or company share, ìyàwó gbọ́dọ̀ share that. Teacher along the line, that's another thing entirely. But everybody must have small source of income. There are some men that don't believe in your money, but they just have ìyàwó bí náà jí, ó ń jáde kúrò lé. There is a joy about that. I think I've answered. So they should know. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ má fẹ́ rò pa àwọn ọkùnrin wa mọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Next question, please. Ọlọ́kùnrin tó bá fẹ́ rẹ̀ rí.
Hello, sir. To avoid repetition. And to avoid, I want us, every one of us to answer our question. So our facilitator will answer everything at the one.
Good afternoon, everyone. From what he said, I don't think the society don't believe men. The difference between women and men is these things. Sometimes men find joy in it. Example, men can just come out and say, I've been with 100 women, and people will be like, oh yeah, oh shit, they will and also, I want to talk about that. Men have emotion. Men also have emotion. If you experience something like that, you speak out. Don't think people will mock you, people will laugh. That is what is happening. And now, don't experience sexual abuse. Ọkùnrin náà experience and sin. That's when you see a lot of young boys out there. So in most cases, it's not that maybe we are need issue, but men should learn how to speak out. Men have emotion. Men have right to cry if they have to. Don't wait for anybody to come and tell you that. See, if you need to talk out, say it. So the people who believe you. A lot of people are silent here. They have been through that, but because so.
I want us to know this, that men are moved by what they see. This is the little experience I had, that men are not moved by, like the way men have been, men chemistry. If I see a woman half naked, or a man see a woman half naked, can be lost or can develop a strange feeling. And women are moved by what they hear. That's what I want to, we also have an understanding that even before a sexual harassment will come up, there are some things that will start behind, some things you'll be having in the back of your mind. As in, for a man, if I see a lady, you see a lady half naked or wearing something that's not covering her chest, or she's dressing half naked, that attracts sexual harassment.
Please, we need a question. Question.
I will have a question. But before I ask question, what the accountant said, Omodun 14, okay, she lady. Don't see that kind of person as a lady if he's a teenager. So if you want to start saying you have girlfriend, you should not have anything with
underage.
That's an underage about that one. The other one is what he actually said about the male child, female child. What I say about this thing is, you know, our parents, they see when ladies, the female child, what they see when they get pregnant or anything happen as disgrace. But when they see what their male child does, I've seen people that say that a lot. When they see their male child, maybe talking to a lady and they'll be like, it's a sign of their child is a guy. Or you see a little child saying something and you feel like, that's my boy. And when you now see a lady, a child, a girl doing that same thing, you feel like it's going to bring shame. And one thing is, let's forget about pregnancy or anything. If there's an abuse, it to affect our society in general, because the beast we create is what we see. Most people that abuse or harass is as a result of what has happened in their past. Go and check their past. For a male child, if you see a male child, a male and a man harassing a little child, it will go and check the past. It's the beast that will, because there's something like emotional trauma. So many are carrying it right from childhood, and it's still affecting them till now. So if we can wipe or monitor our male child and our female child, and it's the beast that we create is what is affecting us now. And what we want to say, majorly, this thing majorly is on the parent's shoulder. Anything that we see in our society is from the home, is from the family. So we should eradicate the home first before anything.
That's a good question.
Thank you, ma'am. I want to support your view about the thing that together build awareness everywhere. As a researcher.
Hold on, please. Hold on, please. If you are not having any questions, please let's have our time to see it. I'm talking to everybody, not to you. What we are expecting from you, whether you have we have a facilitator here.
Straight question.
So let's stop sharing our experience because of our time. Very soon our Muslim brothers.
I want to let everybody be aware about something about women.
You are not interested in our reality. Do you have a question?
My question is that
ask your
psychology says that is pheromone woman, which prompt her to do what you don't want to do. But when Satan arrives, that thing will act in her up to behave in a way that is not normal or abnormal.
Thank you, everybody. Allow the to talk. So later we have less than 5 minutes.
I have a question.
Please, I want this to be registered to us. We are talking of sexual exploitation, harassment, gender-based violence at the workplace. Most of these questions, experience we are sharing, has been from home front. Though we cannot, separate the home front from our workplace. But let us get the bearing right. It's like we are trying to derail the facilitator. Let's concentrate on the workplace environment, please.
Okay, like what Dada said, there is almost is normal. Even when we are talking to girls and the boys, we tell them that for you to be having urge is normal. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. And in education, there is what we call adolescent, stages of an adolescent. So when we get to this stage, naturally, they just comes in, naturally. I think early adolescents start from 10, early adolescent, from 10 to 12, while late adolescent is from 13 to like 15, 16, 17. During this stage, a lot of things happens to our hormones. Our hormones start developing. Our hormone, one of the hormones of the guys, their voice breaks, their muscle expand, they grow ears in their listen, they are almost, ladies, they are almost changing, breasts start coming up, menstruation starts, hips and all that. With this, the hormones that are changing, they are calling for an expression. So it's now led for the way we train, we teach, or we talk to ourselves. Oh boy, this expression is not now. You might be growing now, but the expression is not now. And we are still going to fall back, like what our manager said. He said, we cannot separate home from work. What is home? We. What is work? We. So the two works together. Most of the questions we are asking, or the additions we are putting, is our experience, maybe at home, at one place, at workplace. Like two people that talk. Someone say, I want to fix something that for somebody. He called me. Maybe you said you need a job. So we cannot separate the two together. But please, let's just know that hormones ask for it. But at your place of work, you're supposed to control. You can control your hormones. Naturally, it comes. We have 2 minutes to leave so that we can go for prayers. The Muslim brothers can go for their prayer. We can control your hormones. You can't tell me at your workplace, your body needs sex at your workplace. Or you are seeing somebody, you are seeing your colleague, your body is arousing. What is your kind? Teacher that you won't remember anything. Maybe they give you a target from 10 to 12 or to 3. You want to work there and your body is asking for anything. Oh, your mind will not go there. Do we understand, sir? So that is what most of the things we do. We have to fix ourselves up with something. You can't be talking from morning to night and your mind will not be thinking rubbish. But when you fix your job, maybe from 8, they give you target. Before you go for break by 12, you have to finish this thing. Your mind will not go for that thing again. So this is one of the things we have to fix ourselves up. Make sure you are doing something. Even for Christians, whether the Bible tells us that occupy till I come. Occupy till I come. I'm very sure it will be in Quran too. Gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe mẹ́lẹ́. Even Bible sọ fún àwọn Christians pé ẹ tí ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹun. So iṣẹ́ ló gbé gbogbo wa wá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbájúmọ̀ nǹkan tó gbé wa wá. Iṣẹ́ ló ègùn ìṣẹ́. Thank you very much. I think by now we can go for our prayer. We resume back by 2 o'clock. Hope I've not wasted your time.
Hello. I want everybody to sit down a little, just a few minutes, so they can receive their menu.